Hello, everyone. I'm truly excited today. I've got a very dynamic personality with me. She is the editor for Hello India. She's been the pioneer for luxury journalism for many, many years, and it's truly a privilege to have her with me. She's also built a brand of authenticity and sophistication for every feature she curates. So it's truly a pleasure to have her with me today. So welcome, Ruchika, to the SDJ podcast. It's an honor and privilege to have you with me on this platform. And
Hi, Siddhant, and thank you so much for having me on the platform. And thank you so much for this very warm and very flattering introduction. I don't know how much of it really is me, but thank you so much for making me sound, I'm sure, much more than what I really am. It's an absolute pleasure being here. Looking forward, heard so much about your podcast, and I am sure it's going to be very exciting and as exciting as Hello's journey has been for me.
okay. So to begin with, you've been a storyteller from storyteller to the editor of Hello India. What has that journey been? If you'd like to brief us, and the viewers today.
Oh, it's a long journey, first of all. Bumps, ecstasies and agonies, challenging but extremely fulfilling and rewarding. I have always been a people's person and never realized that that'll be a profession. It'll become a profession. It'll become my life. It'll become my morning and night. It'll become my day and noon. I never realized that people will become a part of my life personally and professionally. And I think I was always a popular kid. I went out and made friends, even those who didn't want to be friends. So I think it came naturally to me. But hello, I think it was destined by the universe. Maybe it was manifested in some part of my aura when I was growing up, and that's how it's happened. Because I still remember the day we went to Spain to sign up for Hello, and well, there was no space at that time for celebrity because there was no celebrity culture in India.
Right.
We didn't have the paparazzi. We didn't have people hanging from trees clicking pictures. We didn't have people hiding behind beach trees,
Okay.
kind of or lurking behind restaurant walls to kind of capture you. So we never realized how are we going to kind of include or cultivate that culture. So I don't know when we signed up, was Hello ready for it or not, but what we gave to the world was an absolutely different story about each person. We
Okay.
moved away from we stayed true to people, but we moved away from paparazzi. And I think that is the journey which I kind of look back and smile at.
Okay. In today's time, what is, according to you, the defining Hello's voice, in this fast changing media atmosphere?
I think what defines Hello's voice is A, that we are true to the people, like I said. We treat people like who they are and not try to make them something else. So
Okay.
even if we're shooting somebody, we shoot them in their personal wardrobes, in their personal spaces, and don't treat them as models
Okay.
because they are not that. So bringing their true personality out, whether you are into philanthropy or you are into the ultimate glamour, for which I see no harm. It is not a sin being intelligent and glamorous, it is an asset.
Right.
So that is what we've kind of very beautifully brought out and captured and also identified. And I think where Hello stood apart from every other lifestyle magazine was that we reasserted that, like I said, it's not a sin being intelligent and glamorous, it's an asset. So you don't need to be embarrassed if you're a diva and you're a boardroom princess. You can be both. So that is what we brought out to the world, and that is what a lot of people who wanted to be that way came forward to be with us. And we kind of said, here you are, here's a platform, come speak your story with your hearts open, and we will encourage you to do that.
Okay. And how do you balance glamour and authenticity, in your stories?
See, authenticity is with who the person is.
Right.
Of course, you can't change what the person has to say and do because remember, they're real people. You can't bring out any lies out of that person in your pages. The
Right.
whole world would know because we normally feature society, industrialists,
Right.
celebrities, and their stories are out in the open. So you can't bullshit about it.
Right.
First, that's authenticity.
Right.
B, the glamour part is that there is a glamour in every person. We just help them bring it out.
Right. Okay.
So that's where we bring our authenticity and glamour together, and that's hello for you.
Okay. And what does luxury mean to you on a personal level?
I think luxury first is a rarity of many things for me. It's my biggest rarity is time. Today luxury is the rarity of time for me, so whenever I make the maximum time for myself, whether I'm chilling at home or with my family, and I really don't have to plan a evening out, that's my biggest luxury. It's not about clothes and bags for me anymore. That is past me.
Okay. And what keeps you creatively inspired, on the constant stage, when the world is changing all the time?
I think what creeps me, I do understand. I'm a old school print person,
Okay.
and I'm very proud to be that. There is this whole new generation of digital buffs and many more digital people who've come. Uh, we respect them, we love them, we give them their space. But what keeps me creatively going amongst this very, very fast pace, I would not even say a digital world, it's a technical world, it's a technological world, whether it's your instruments or your iPads or your phone. I think it's the fact that I need to do something more than what the person has already not seen in the last 5 seconds,
Right.
because every second something new is being thrown in your face.
Right.
So what I keep trying to challenge myself is, what is it that my print pages, which you will be picking up after 30 days, can still look and be as fresh as what you've not seen 30 seconds ago.
Right.
So that kind of challenge is my creativity.
Okay. And what is your vision forward? Probably if I see 5 years down the line, where do I see Ruchika? What are the goals and targets she's set for herself that she'd like to achieve?
Uh, I, I'm not ambitious to a level that I'll kill.
Okay.
Like, I'm a family person. I have a grown up son. So for me, I have to settle him, give him time as much as I give time to myself and my work. But I think 5 years, hence, Siddhant, it's going to be a very different world.
Right.
Every 5 months the world changes.
Yeah.
We thought print is dead in COVID, but it's back.
Yeah.
We thought we had written it off. There was a time Hello did shut down, but we
Okay.
revived.
Okay.
So we always thought that there will be no more print after the COVID world, and the Instagrammers have taken over. But today everybody does want to touch and feel. So I think it's very, very dynamic. But I definitely see myself doing a little more in the world of luxury,
Okay.
because that is my first love. I understand luxury and lifestyle very much. I will continue to write. Maybe I'll have a book out in the next 5 years
Oh, wow.
with all my life experience with celebrities, which will
Right.
be interesting, and maybe we'll come back for a podcast on that.
Right. Oh, lovely.
So print will be a part of my life, whether I'm writing a book or I'm editing a magazine.
Okay.
That won't go away. But I'm hoping I'll be a little more digitally advanced, like the youngsters,
Right.
and not be called, old world anymore. So I'm trying to work at that. But yes, 5 years is a long time to say luxury is not going anywhere. So that'll always be my space.
Okay. There are a lot of young kids I see, in today's time, who probably after college, they are confused in the kind of career paths they want to choose. So, there are a lot of people also who want to get into luxury publishing and media, So, what is the kind of message or the kind of attributes one must have who would like to pursue that as a career option?
I see this all the time happening with the youngsters who are a part of my team also.
Mhm.
Youngsters are always in a hurry.
Right,
And in their heads, there is always something more awaiting them,
right,
which may not be true, but they always feel they are cut out for something more.
right,
When we started careers, we were told you have to settle into one, you learn it, gain experience before you move on. when we hire youngsters, they feel they know it all.
Right.
And experience is not a priority, the platform is.
Right.
So they want the brand tick
Right.
on their CVs and resumes more than the experience, you
Right.
know. So even if it's a 3 month stint with the brand, they're sorted as long as I worked with that. And it's not about what I learned out of that, it is that I worked on that particular brand. That's what I see and observe
Okay.
currently what's happening. So my advice is media is interesting, but it's absorbing,
Okay.
and it is time, and it requires time, and it requires a lot of patience.
Hmm.
So if you're a person in a hurry all the time, that's not for you.
Okay.
Media is a lot about thought. And if you're thinking Instagram, then you're not for media. So
Okay.
remember, if you want to get into media, media is very fulfilling, it's rewarding. It may not be as paying as maybe posting an Instagram as an influencer will be. But this, in
Right.
the long term, it is far more rewarding because your Instagram story will go away in 24 hours, but the story you wrote in the pages will stay even after 24 years.
Right. Okay.
So that's the reward you come back with it.
Okay. You featured countless icons, so is there any particular person that you've been really inspired by?
When we started off early, in our early days, like I said, there was, celebrities wasn't real a culture. The only other celebrity magazine that existed was Stardust and Filmfare.
Right.
And India, there was only a culture of Bollywood being celebrities.
Right.
And then slowly your cricketers came
Yeah.
by.
Yeah.
But there was no TV stars, there were no other sports stars
Yeah.
like in the world. Your NBA stars are as big as your Hollywood stars,
Right. Right.
or your football stars in Europe are as big as your other film stars. So the challenge, of course, was that how do we, who should be our celebrities? For our celebrities were achievers.
Mhm.
We decided to be aspirational, and that is when we got Society, who are the original purveyors of high lives. So there were a lot of those that we featured. I think one of my best stories has been with the Bachchans.
Okay.
And I have done a few of them. And my first interview with Mr. Bachchan, who I'd only seen and read about.
Right.
But when we interacted in him and I spent my 8 to 10 hours with him, there was a man behind a man behind a man behind a man.
Okay.
And there were so many methods to his madness, that how he approached each thing that we addressed with him, whether it is each shot or each question or each interaction, or how he dealt with our, not his spot boy but our spot boy. There was so much learning on why he's a legend. So for me, he will always stay the OG. He
Mhm.
will always be the original, whether you interviewed him 20 years ago or you still sit down and interview. There is only one OG there.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. I'm also a little bit old school by heart, and the kind of aura which he has, which we've seen on celluloid, it's truly, truly remarkable. When he just
and
comes and
and it
steps into
is
the, yeah,
and that aura is into 10 in person, I
yeah.
promise you.
Okay. So now it comes to a fun segment. This is the rapid fire round. This is just going to ask you quick questions to just know you more personally. So quick answers from your side. First one would be print or digital.
Bit of both, otherwise I'll be a fossil if I don't
Okay.
follow both. So bit of both.
Your dream collab for Hello.
my my
Your
dream
dream
collab,
collab for Hello, yeah.
uh Amal and George Clooney.
Okay. A quote you live by.
So strongly believe that time is limited, so don't waste it living somebody else's life. Especially coming from a celebrity magazine, which
Yeah.
is everybody's so attractive and everybody's so big out there. We have to remember that you're writing about them. You are not one of them right now.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's the quote I live by.
Okay. One thing people don't know about editors.
They work 24/7.
Okay. A story you'd wish
Mind is always working.
okay. A story you'd wish you had told first.
Princess Diana story which BBC got.
Okay.
I wish it was us.
Okay. One word that defines hello today.
Aspiration and
Okay.
inspiration. One
What is
word, aspiration.
what is belief to you?
Trust
Okay.
and surrender.
Okay. What is that go-to music, when you're probably having a stressful day, which actually calms your nerves, and something that you like listening to?
Rahat Fateh Ali Khan.
Okay. Okay.
I'm a huge fan. I could hear it at any time of the day. It calms me.
Okay. What is the most glamorous personality that you featured on Hello, according to you? All are
Natasha
glamorous,
Puna,
but yeah,
Natasha Poonawalla,
right.
who's dripping glamour from head to toe, whether
Yeah.
she's walking in to say hello to you or she's walking in front of the camera.
Right. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. The kind of poise and the way she carries herself is just next level. It's amazing. So couldn't
And
agree
just
more.
for records, that Hello was the first magazine to ever feature and discover her. That was in 2007.
Okay.
In our launch issue, there was Adar and Natasha Poonawalla. When
Right.
nobody even knew there was a universe out there with
Okay.
Adar and Natasha Poonawalla. And henceforth, we've featured them at least 5 to 6 times after that, with every phase of Natasha's new life.
Right.
We've been the only one and first ones to feature her.
Right. When people say, style is like sometimes when they say style is inborn, I just would, think of Natasha Poonawalla because she can carry anything, and any statement pieces also she wears for a regular outfit also just like makes a fashion statement. So I
She's
couldn't
effortless.
agree. I couldn't agree more
She's
with you.
fully effortless.
Right.
And what I think what sets her apart is that she's experimental. She's not afraid
Right.
to experiment any kinds of look. Schiaparelli, which everybody and everyone thought was not so for the Indian body. She
Right.
said, "There you are." And today, every girl in India wants to wear a Schiaparelli.
Right.
So it was Natasha who discovered. So she's bold and experimental there.
Okay. You just have to complete the sentence. Hello is
Your go-to for all things bold and beautiful.
okay. And my last question would be, what is, according to you, the one big difference between the millennials and Gen Zs of today?
I think they're merging.
Okay.
Gen Zs are definitely wanting to be the millennials. The millennials are the one who are 16 going on 60. They're
Right.
matured beyond their years. So I think there is barely any difference left. Gen
Right.
Z's, the 60 wants to think like a 16,
Yeah.
and the 16 wants to think like the 60. So the lines are very blurred right now. There is
Okay.
no difference. Trust me. A 16 is dressing like a 6, a 60 is dressing like a 20. So all lines are blurred right now in this day and age.
Okay. And what is that last question would be, what is that one message for the viewers who's watching us today from the editor of Hello? What would you like to tell them?
Uh, Hello brings everything that is beautiful. Life is beautiful through our beautiful pages, through our beautiful homes, through our beautiful lives of the rich and famous. And remember, you only live once, so live it beautifully.
Right.
That's my message as the Hello editor from the pages of Hello.
Thank you so much, Ruchika. It was such a pleasure having this candid chat with you. And your entire journey has been so remarkable and incredible, and it's such an inspiring journey. So, in fact, I'm inspired. The kind of because I know a job of an editor is not easy. It's 24 hours round the clock.
That
And how you all still balance your family time, your personal time, as well as your professional time. Hats off to you. So kudos to you and thank you once again to be a part of this podcast. It was lovely, lovely chatting with you once again.
Thanks, Siddhant. It was an absolute pleasure. I really enjoyed the questions that you came up with. I enjoyed our conversation, and I think it was so crisp and meaningful. And one of the few interviews I've really enjoyed being part of. Good luck for your podcast. I've been watching it, I've been following it. Here's to many more beautiful celebrities on your podcast that I will wait to watch.
Thank you once again. Thank you so much.
See
Means a
you
lot.
around. Thank
Thank you.
you.
Bye-bye.
Keep doing the good work that you are.
Thank you.
See you
Bye.
around. Bye. Bye.